You are listening to a repeat of The Exchange in association with Rathkeil House Hotel at the heart of the community.
Exchange on West Limerick 102 FM. I'm Sharon Noonan, standing in for Seamus Hogan. A reminder of how to get in touch with your comments or feedback, or to enter our competition to be in with a chance to win a €50 fuel voucher thanks to Daybreak stores in Abbeyfield and Carrick-Kerry. We have two €50 vouchers to give away each Friday for the next 4 weeks. They can be redeemed in Daybreak and Carrick-Kerry or Abbeyfield for petrol or diesel. Just text your name to 087 166 9800 or phone 069 66 200. Now, we were meant to have Carl Wallace from Limerick City of Culture on the line, but unfortunately we can't get him. So I hope you enjoyed those couple of songs that we threw in there on this fine day. And we're going to move on to something a bit exhilarating for a Wednesday afternoon. In September this year, Ray Nash and Mark Toohey are inviting people to raise money for their favourite charity. And in order to do that, they're going to have to endeavour, endure and enjoy, if that's possible, a military-style obstacle course in the beautiful surroundings of Clonshire Equestrian Centre. It's called A Dare to Survive, and the two boys are here in the studio to tell me about it. Ray, I'm going to start with you because I believe you had a moment of inspiration when you were out running. I'm quaking here, so tell me about it.
Yeah, that's as simple as it happened. Good afternoon, and thank you for having us here today on West Limerick 102. That's as simple as it happened, Sharon. I'd done a 5 kilometre run earlier on in the year, and I was trying to think how I could make it a little bit more interesting, a little bit more fun, and not as drawn out as running can be. So we thought, I had a chat with Mark and we were thinking about it, and we decided that why not take on a military style obstacle race. So we both thought it was a great idea, and then we decided to begin to look for a venue. So we were racking our brains, and we stumbled across Clonshire, which is a beautiful setting for an event such as this. It's 120 acres of natural parkland in Adair in County Limerick, which is beautiful for this event, and has a lot of natural features that we can include in our course. So we approached Dan and Sue Foley and we told them about our idea, and they thought we were crazy, which was brilliant. It inspired us a little bit more, and they said, yeah, let's do it. Why not give it a go? So that's pretty much how it kicked off.
And it's very unique insofar as nothing like this has ever been done in County Limerick before. Yeah,
it was described to me yesterday as we were at the cutting edge, which is quite inspirational. So there hasn't anything like this taken place in Limerick City or County or the surrounding areas ever. So it's a first opportunity for anybody to take it on.
So Mark, I believe you're actually responsible for the design of the course. So if I arrive on Sunday the 29th of September in Clonshire, up at the starting line, what is ahead of me?
Yes, I got landed with course design, so it's my responsibility, I suppose, in terms of laying it out and organising the obstacles and providing something that's going to challenge everyone. And not just the extreme G.I. Joes of this world, I suppose, to make it as fair and as possible for everyone to take part in this. I suppose for first thing you're going to hit when you start anyway is just going to be a straight wall. The type of obstacles that we have included, you're going to get wet without a doubt. There's going to be plenty of water. There's going to be some climbing. There's going to be plenty of rolling in the mud. You're more than likely going to lose some shoes. Wear old clothes because they're going to get wrecked.
In terms of fitness levels, Ray, how fit do you have to be to do this?
Yeah, I suppose everybody will initially kind of think, oh God, I wonder would I be able for that? And the answer is absolutely. You can do it in different fashions. Like we have the facility on our registration page that you can either compete as pretty much an athlete that wants to do it against the clock and do it in the best time that you can, or you can do it to a leisurely degree as well if you want to. So you will have to be at a reasonable level of fitness. But I mean, if you're running a 10 kilometre race or even a 5 kilometre race, it will absolutely be no problem to you. You have the opportunity to run in a team of 4 if you want to. You can also pair up with your friends. And at an event like this, everybody's going to help each other. So if you're having a bit of difficulty getting over an 8 or a 10 or a 12-foot wall, or climbing, a 20-foot obstacle into the air, you will be helped along. We will have stewards on the day that will marshal the course very well, explaining to you what's ahead of you and where to go, etc. like that. So don't let the fitness level or your current fitness level put you off. You've got 12 weeks, and pretty much from today we're going to be putting up fitness tips and little training programs and training plans on our Facebook page and on our website and on our Twitter page, to help you along with that. So as Mark said, he has very cleverly designed it, I think, to suit all types of participants and all types of athletes. If you are one of these Ironman people that are competing heavily in triathlons or anything like that, there's plenty in our course to challenge you. And equally, if you're a casual 5 kilometre, 10 kilometre runner that's looking for the next challenge, we are it.
And one of the reasons that people might agree to participate and sign up to do it is because they can actually help out charities by doing it. Tell us about that. Yeah,
we have a number of charity elements, really. We have teamed up with Cleona's foundation. That has just pretty much officially happened this week, so this is the first announcement of it, and we're very delighted to be associated with them. Cleona's foundation was set up by Brendan and Terry Ring, following the passing of their little daughter Cleona, who died of a brain tumour a number of years ago. And during their journey with Cleona, they realised the stress and the strain that families come across when the financial strains come upon them with, travelling to Dublin, travelling to Cork, travelling to, maybe across the world in some cases, to treat their loved ones and their family members. So they decided to set up this foundation, which basically is a charity, a national charity that helps families with terminally ill children to deal with some of the financial situations. So I think to date they've raised over 350,000 euros. They've helped well over 120 families, and we're really looking forward to being a part of that foundation and growing the awareness of it, and hopefully giving them a healthy contribution at the end of a Dare to Survive. And many listeners might be familiar with that charity because it appeared on The Secret Millionaire recently when it was helped by one of the guys that was on that programme. And you don't have to do it for Cleona's Foundation. A Dare to Survive is for them as an organisation, but as a participant you might want to do it for a charity of your own personal choice. Absolutely, that's what I was getting at when I said we had a number of charity sort of elements to it. We've also teamed up with mycharity.ie. So by the very fact of your registration, you will be helping Cleona's Foundation. You're welcome at that stage then to raise money for Cleona's Foundation, but also if you would like to pick a charity of your own, because when we initially looked at it, we were saying that there's several people have different sort of charity feelings, that they affiliate themselves with different charities for whatever reason in your own life. So we teamed up with mycharity.ie to allow whoever takes part to raise money for whatever charity they wish. Now, you could also raise money for your local GAA club if you wanted to, or for your local soccer club, or if you're, building a facility in your community, you can also raise money that way by doing the event. So pretty much any way that you want to raise money, we are the facility to help you. And if somebody out there is listening and thinks, look, this is just not for me, but I'd quite like to come along and see people doing it, is there an opportunity for spectators, Mark?
Yeah, absolutely, on the day, and we'd love to get as many people down and just to see what's going on down there. There's going to be plenty of other stuff going on besides the race itself. You can come down on the day. Times we haven't officially set times yet. It'll be closer to the event, but there will be will be an area there for spectators to see what's going on and enjoy people going through the paces of all the different obstacles.
Yeah, well, it's certainly, I mean, if I had the choice of watching and participating, I think I might be an observer. Now, we're going to go to a quick ad break, and the boys are going to stay with me, if that's okay.
Absolutely, yeah.
And we'll chat a bit more about it whenever we're back. In the meantime, if you want to get in touch, the text number is 087 166 9800, or you might like to phone us 069 66 200.
You are listening to a repeat of The Exchange in association with Rathkeil House Hotel at the heart of the community.
You're listening to The Exchange on West Limerick 102 FM. I'm Sharon Noonan, standing in for Seamus Hogan. I've just been passed a message here. There's a golden Labrador. It's been missing since Monday evening in the Noctush, Broadford area. Hope I said that right. She's wearing a brown collar and her name is Rosie. So if anybody out there has come across a golden Labrador, please get in touch with us here at the station. You can phone us on 069 66 200 and we will reunite Rosie with her owner. Now, in the studio, I have Ray and Mark from A Dare to Survive, which is taking place this September the 29th in Clonshire Equestrian Centre. They've just been talking about this military-style obstacle course that they are putting up, and I just had a thought over the break there, Ray. If I'm out there running and getting wet and everything, what facilities are there at Clonshire whenever I come in at the end of it?
Yeah, these are some of the questions, I suppose, that are on people's minds at the moment. We have all the necessary facilities. So when you arrive on the day, you've got free parking on site. We will direct you immediately to a closed parking area for all the participants. We will have a particular parking area for them. We will then have ladies and gents changing rooms, so you can go and get yourself ready and get yourself changed. We will have a warm-up facility. We're currently speaking with a very well-known Limerick person to warm up the crowd, and we're pretty sure that he's going to oblige us and be with us on the day. You know, as you travel the course, then, you know, there'll be water, etc. There'll be water at the end of the course and whatever else for you. And when you come in, then you'll have a showering facility. Now, I say a showering facility, like there isn't going to be radox or anything in the shower, but you'll certainly have the opportunity to
a hot shower or like a hose down type of shower.
We're going to keep that as a surprise, Sharon. That's okay. On the day. It's military style. We couldn't disclose everything, or people wouldn't bother coming. So those facilities will be available to you on the day. We're trying to achieve, and we certainly will achieve, a festival type atmosphere on site all day for the competitors, for the participants, for everybody involved. Our aim is to make it a fun event, and hopefully an event that will grow for West Limerick possibly. So I suppose we're appealing for your support, and we'd really like anybody interested in challenging themselves or raising money for a charity or taking part in the day to come on down and get registered immediately, because we are restricting the number of registration positions. So they are going to be snapped up very quickly.
And if people want to find out more information, if they want to find out how to register, in actual fact, like how much is it, Mark, to actually...
Well, all the information that people or any questions that people might have, I would definitely suggest going to our website. It's www.adaretosurvive.com, and if they have any questions there, hopefully they'll be answered, or they can certainly email us from there as well. In terms of the costs involved, for an individual, it's €49, and for a team of 4, it's €160. In relation to the cost, I suppose, myself and Ray, we've done a bit of research on it, and it's these military style races are a relatively new concept around the world, but there have been. There are a couple taking place. There's one in Dublin. There's a couple in the UK. There's a couple around the world. And when we were looking at the pricing side of things, I think we're priced extremely competitively.
Well, I'd imagine that there's significant costs involved between building obstacles for the course, insurance, other things.
Yeah, this is our first year, and you know what myself and Ray, I suppose, are fronting up for it, and as well, sponsorship. There's no public money involved in in anything like this. So there's the building of the course, because this is our first year. It's expensive. The hiring of the course, the insurance. One of the main aims or concerns is going to be people's safety on the day, and that all takes a lot of preparation, a lot of people involved, and there's a lot of expense involved in organising a full day of activities and festivals type atmosphere as well. So, yeah, it is a cost involved, but we believe that with the entry fee that we have, it's extremely competitive. And I think so far the reaction that we're getting is that everyone is just really, really looking forward to the 29th of September.
And if numbers are limited, then the amount of money you can make from registration is also limited. So are you dependent on sponsors to get on board, Ray?
Yeah, we're very grateful to a lot of partners that we've already teamed up with along the way, who are helping us with this event. One of them, of course, one of the local ones to yourselves here in Newcastle West would be Noel's Menswear in Bishop Street there. Brian has very kindly come on board with us, and he's really excited about the event, which is a great encouragement, because he's got a lot of foot flow into the shop there. We've got posters in there, flyers in there, and he's endorsing it every chance that he gets, which is great. Along with that, we've got Lee Trans International are helping us as well with regard to sponsorship. We've got Party Time, Marquees and Bouncy Castles, they're helping us as well, Liam and all the guys there. The Woodlands in Adair are very, very good to us. They're hosting all our committee meetings and our launch and everything, and they're very inspirational people to be dealing with, because they're it's all positive attitude with them, and that helps us, because when you get into something of this sort of extreme with regard to a venture, you need positive people with you, and all of our sponsors are very supportive, and we're very grateful to them, and we would encourage anybody that's involved with the Dare to Survive, or anybody that takes part in it, to maybe support them as well, because without our sponsors it just wouldn't be simply possible.
Well, I think the whole charity side of it is obviously going to be very important. There can be huge money raised there for various different charities, and perhaps if people from those charities can't participate, they might like to volunteer to help with stewarding and things like that. Are there any opportunities to get involved in the day?
Yeah, it will take quite a bit of operation to let it run smoothly. So I mean, if you are interested in helping with us as being a volunteer, we'd love to hear from you. You can contact us, as Mark said, through our website or through our Facebook page, or our email address in the Contact Us tab on our website. So yes, if like yourself, Sharon, that you don't fancy having a run around the course, you'd be very welcome to give us a hand on the day.
Might be able to do something for you there, Ray. I'll put the date in my diary. I definitely won't be participating in it. It's just not my thing. But I do know lots of people that are runners. Now, they're maybe not climbers, and running might just be their limit, but that is actually what you were doing whenever you were inspired to do it. So it probably is an ideal event for them to take part in if they want to move on to the next level and do something a bit different.
Exactly. That's probably one of the reasons that we trimmed it back to a 7.5 kilometre event, because if you're of a fitness level where you're comfortably running, a 10 kilometre race, this is very, very achievable for you. And these are the people that we want to hit. There are elite athletes, and the 7.5 kilometres to them won't be any big problem. However, the obstacles that Mark has designed are extremely challenging. But in saying that, they're still very doable. We don't want people to be looking at it going, oh, I couldn't do that. That's absolutely not the case. It's designed with everybody in mind. And if you are the casual 10k runner, we're your next challenge.
So if you're a competitive person, that element is catered for. But if you just want to come along and have a bit of fun and raise money for your charity, that's sorted also. Yeah,
and I'd just like to jump in there and say as well, like this is more for one's personal kind of self-achievement, I suppose, and trying to get someone to do it for a charity as well. So, like, if you come across an obstacle that you just don't like, you just bypass it and away you go. You continue on to the next one. You're not going to be eliminated from the competition just because you bypass an obstacle that you don't like for whatever reason. So it does cater really for every type of active person.
I've just got a text in there from a couch potato. It says, would it take much training to be prepared? I think you've maybe answered that, Mark, that...
No, it's not. Like as Ray was saying, we're going to have some training tips on Twitter, Facebook, and on our website. The great thing about the race as well is kind of we're going to let people off in waves. So like it's not going to be we're going to divide it between people that are looking to kind of I suppose get a very good time and push themselves, and then you're going to have waves then are just more the fun runners, and those people are all going to be about the same level, and as well then as you were saying, there's going to be a lot of people when you hit an obstacle like a wall or any of the climbing type obstacles, there's going to be a lot of people helping. So you're going to be standing there, you're going to be taking a breather, you're going to be giving someone else a hand. So it's not going to be a constant go for 7.5 kilometres. So if it's just you're just looking for just a bit of fun, you can go around at your own pace. There's nothing to say you have to run the whole 7.5 kilometres. And as when you come to an obstacle, there's going to be plenty of obstacles. So when you come to an obstacle, you will have an opportunity to take a breather for a couple of seconds and before you attempt the obstacle. So certainly bit of training. As I said, if you follow the tips, 12 weeks out, you'll be in perfect shape by the time the event comes along.
So have many people signed up to date, Ray?
Yeah, the registrations are quite healthy, which we're delighted with, and that's why I would encourage people to not to dwell on it too much, because if you need to make your mind up to do this event, you need to get yourself into a certain degree of training, and you need to make sure that your place is available. So thankfully the registrations are good and healthy so far. There's a lot of interest in it. Our Facebook page is very busy with regard to people liking it and sharing it, as is our Twitter page, given the fact that they're only live pretty much just about a week. So everything is positive about it. We have a number of, I suppose, celebrity status people that are going to do it. We're delighted to have Colm McCormack Crowe from the RTE, from RTE's midday show or TV show, taking part in it, and Niall Collins, our Limerick TD, is also going to take part in the event as well. And we have a number of other celebrities as well. One of our senior hurlers is going to take part as well on the day, but we're not going to disclose what his name is just until after the weekend. Leanne Moore is another lady that is very, very actively tweeting about taking part, and we have former Biggest Loser in the UK Biggest Loser competition, Gerard Burke, is also going to take part in our event.
So you never know who you might meet on the day.
Absolutely, yeah. It's open to everybody, and that's a very diverse range of people there that are going to take part, from a sort of celebrity status. So that will just give you an idea of how achievable the course is. When I was chatting to Colm about it, he was going, I don't think I'd be able for that because I'm not anyway fit at all. But I pretty much dared him to survive, and in fairness to him, he announced it on Twitter on Monday that he was going to take part and come along.
So if you want to endeavour, endure and enjoy a Dare to Survive, it is Sunday the 29th of September in Clonshire Equestrian Centre. It's €49 for an individual, and it is how much for a team of four, did you say?
$160.
$160 for a team of four to enter, and you can register on adaretosurvive.com, and your advice is don't delay because numbers are limited, and if you're interested, it's now is the time to do it.
Absolutely, yeah. And just a last mention, of course, for our charity, it's the cleonasfoundation.com is the website name for the charity that we're associated with. So in the interest of creating awareness for those people, when you're checking out our website on adairetosurvive.com, click on over and find out all about Cleona's Foundation.
Well, I think it's a fantastic opportunity to do something different, to raise money for a number of very worthwhile causes. So good luck to the both of you with it. We look forward about hearing more of it, and thanks very much for coming into the studio.
Thank you.
We're going to go to an ad break now, and after that we're going to have a little bit of music from Fergal Nash.
You've been listening to a repeat of The Exchange in association with Rathkeil House Hotel at the heart of the community.